Do you want to get rich? Rich Dad, Poor Dad is the story by Robert Kiyosaki. He had two dads. His real dad had a PhD, while his friend's dad only finished at the 8th grade. His real dad will say, "I can't afford it." While his friend's dad will say, "How can I afford it?" Although both dads earn a significant amount of money. Poor dad always struggled while rich dad was on his way to become a millionaire. If you weren't born with rich parents, you can learn from Robert Kiyosaki. Use the principles from his book to become rich. Principle number 1. The rich don't work for money. For example, take a look at Peter. He works long hours up to 7 days a week for his money. He gets really frustrated of his life, why he can't seem to get ahead. While on the other hand, we have Paul. He makes the same amount of money as Peter. He spends most of his time looking for assets to add to his wealth. Both these guys make the same amount of money. But Peter spends his time for money, while Paul gets his money from assets. The lesson here is that the rich don't exchange their time for money. Instead, they acquire assets to make money for them. A great quote, "Most of the time life does not talk to you. It just sort of pushes you around, and each push is like a wake-up call. If you want to become wealthy, you must know that people's life are controlled by emotions. These are fear and greed. A lot of people will say they are not interested in money. Yet they will work a job for more than 8 hours a day and up to 7 days a week. All this is to earn more money. When not controlled properly, fear and desire can lead you to life's biggest trap. Principle number 2. Financial literacy. It's not about how much money you make, but how much of it you keep. Solving problems intelligently will produce money, but money without intelligence will be soon gone. Did you know that rich people acquire assets, while the poor acquire liabilities that they think are assets? It's vital to understand the difference between assets and liability. An asset will put money into your pocket, while a liability will take money out of your pocket. It's one of the only principles you'll need to know if you want to become rich. Having a financial knowledge helps the rich to make good planning and decisions. Principle number 3. Mind your own business. To sum this principle, it's that the rich focus on their assets while everyone else focuses on their income statement. Following this principle means to build and maintain a strong asset. These can be real estate, website, or anything that produces positive cash flow every single month. Principle number 4. The power of corporation. You might not know it, but corporations are one of the biggest secrets of the rich. They also serve as a smarter way to play the game of life. The rich use corporations to take advantages of legal tax loopholes and protect their money. If you own a business and making decent amount of money, you need to consider setting a corporation. The book recommends that you train your financial IQ if you want to get rich, which is comprised of your knowledge across several broad subjects. To increase your financial IQ, you must increase your knowledge in areas of investing, accounting, understanding markets, and the law. Accounting is for reading and understanding numbers, and investing is for using your money to make more money. Understanding markets and the signs of supply and demand, and the law is understanding tax laws on how to keep more of your own money. A corporation is one of the biggest tax loopholes used by the rich to keep more of their money. Your financial IQ is a synergy of all these skills combined. Principle number 5. The rich invent money. This principle can be summed up as the rich sees opportunities to invent money. Remember that great opportunities aren't seen with your eyes, but are seen with your mind. The single most powerful asset you have is your mind, and if trained well, it can create enormous wealth for you. Another important point from the book is that the smart doesn't get ahead but the bold. Or risk takers tend to make the most financial progress, even if they are not smart as other. Principle number 6. Work to learn. Don't work for money. Rich people work to learn and not for job security. If you want to get rich, you should know a little bit about a lot of subjects. JOB is an acronym for Jump on Board the Misery Train. It means that focusing only on working as an employee prevents you from being wealthy. Principle number 7. Overcoming obstacles. The main difference between a rich person and poor person is how they manage fear. Even if you have an excellent financial IQ, there are always a few major obstacles that will hold you back from becoming rich. These obstacles are fear, cynicism, laziness, bad habits, and arrogance. Some people are so fearful of losing that they lose. Cynicism means self-doubt or lack confidence, and for many it's a major obstacle. Procrastination or laziness can also be described as the action of delaying or postponing something. This could prevent you from becoming rich. Bad habits will hold you back too. Stop watching so much television and playing video games or going out to drink on the weekend. Robert Kiyosaki said that every time he's been arrogant, he's lost money because he believed that what he didn't know wasn't important. Don't let arrogance steal your money. Now let's look at the 10 steps to awaken your financial genius. Step number 1. Find a reason greater than reality. It's the power of spirit. Have a strong reason to pursue financial independence. Step number 2. Make daily choices. Choose your daily activities wisely to invest in your mind and goals. Step number 3. Choose your friends carefully. Be mindful who you choose to associate with. Step number 4. Master a formula and quickly move on to the next. Achieving financial success is closely linked to how quick you can learn a new formula and quickly move on to the next. Step number 5. Always pay yourself first to enhance your self-discipline. You must be able to control yourself if you want to become rich. Step number 6. Pay your brokers well. It's hard to measure the power of good advice. Step number 7. Being a kind giver then will expect an equivalent in return. With the right deal, it's possible to get something for nothing. Try to make investments that offers you something for free, such as a piece of land. Step number 8. Use assets to buy luxuries. You should always buy luxuries from income on assets and not loans. Step number 9. Choose role models. By having heroes, it becomes much easier to tap into your raw genius. Step number 10. Teach and you shall receive. When you want something, give what you want first and it shall come back to you in buckets. These are the main principles from Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki.